Hi everyone, in this video, I'm going to share with you my price analysis of Bitcoin based on Elliott wave theory counts and Fibonacci tools. Behaviorally, Bitcoin has a 4-year halving or bull run cycle, followed by a bear market. The first halving occurred in 2012, followed by the second in 2016, the third in 2020, and the fourth in 2024. According to Elliott wave theory, there should always be a completed 5-wave count followed by a 3-wave correction to complete one full cycle. Each cycle forms part of a larger supercycle that eventually completes a grand supercycle. Applying Elliott wave theory to Bitcoin's price action, the count should start from when Bitcoin was created in 2009. From that point, the price of Bitcoin began to rise and form waves. This is where we apply the Elliott wave count. The price of Bitcoin moves in a completed 5-wave pattern during each bull run or halving, followed by a 3-wave corrective move during the bear market or post-halving period. This completes the first cycle of the first halving bull run, where the completed 5-wave pattern is labeled as Wave 1, and the bear market serves as Wave 2 of the supercycle. After 4 years, the second halving occurred in 2016, where the price of Bitcoin rose again, forming another completed 5-wave pattern, followed by a 3-wave correction during the bear market. This completed the second cycle of the Elliott wave count. The completed 5-wave pattern during this halving or bull run is now labeled as Wave 3, and the 3-wave corrective move during the bear market becomes Wave 4 of the supercycle. Another 4 years later, the halving or bull run occurred in 2020, where the price of Bitcoin rose again, forming waves that can be counted as another completed 5-wave pattern, followed by a 3-wave corrective move down. This completed the third cycle, where the completed 5-wave bull run is labeled as Wave 5 of the supercycle. The correction that followed was expected to be deep, as this marked the completion of the first supercycle. Bitcoin's all-time high of around 69,000 dropped to around 15,000 because this was the full supercycle correction. The completed 5-wave structure from the previous cycles is now labeled as Wave 1, and the correction or bear market after the 2020 halving is Wave 2 within a much larger grand supercycle. There are 2 very important reasons why this information matters to every trader. First, it allows you to identify the overall directional bias of Bitcoin's price. Second, it helps you determine where the current price of Bitcoin is positioned within the grand supercycle. Returning to the illustration, the completed first supercycle is labeled as Waves 1 and 2. This means it will require additional supercycles to complete the full 5-wave pattern of the grand supercycle. Since we already have Waves 1 and 2 of the grand supercycle, we now expect Wave 3. This is where the current price of Bitcoin is positioned. The fourth halving in 2024 is about to complete the first cycle of the second supercycle within the larger Wave 3 of the grand supercycle. The price of Bitcoin may now be entering the post-halving or bear market phase to complete this cycle. The completed 5-wave pattern of the 2024 bull run or halving can again be labeled as Wave 1, and the upcoming market bottom will form Wave 2. Based on all this information, the 2028 bull run or halving will represent Wave 3 of this current second supercycle within Wave 3 of the grand supercycle. Therefore, are you prepared to ride the most impulsive and aggressive Wave 3 of the second supercycle within Wave 3 of the grand supercycle? Drop your comment down below and please subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you will be notified to the next videos to be uploaded, and please like and share. Thank you.